Welcome to Blackboard Fridays. For episode 99, we thought we'd get smart and have a chat about one of the hardest issues that's going on for a lot of businesses. We're heading towards, possibly already at, the peak of the current economic cycle. What that means is that unemployment is at record lows and finding replacement or new team members for your business is becoming increasingly difficult. A question I'm often asked is, how do I go about recruiting those new team members? Do I have to use a recruiter? And for many business owners, recruiters feel like painful, they feel parasitic, they feel overpriced for what they deliver. And so the business owners want to know, how do I recruit without recruiters? I'm going to answer that today. And you may recognize this is the marketing strategy plan from episode 46. Now, we're going to apply the same approach, but of course, we're not looking for clients at this point. We're looking for ideal team members. And similarly, even though we're selling them on the benefits of working for our business, we really want to be thinking more about this as recruitment, not sales. And instead of pushing them through the sales hourglass, we want to be focused much more on how we push them through the employee empowerment journey. That comes a little bit later. It's going through this process that's critical. Are you clear about who your ideal team member is? There's more than 7 billion people on the planet. If you're looking to fill one or two roles, chances are they're out there, but are you looking for exactly the right person, or are you casting too wide a net and looking for just the next bum on seat? How well do you understand the pain, the struggle, the challenge that those ideal team members might be going through in their current position? Are they looking for another role because they're not getting from their current employer what they're looking for? Maybe they're not even on the hunt for something different, but you know you can add something better. How do you get that message out there? And this falls into your brand promise. How well are you articulating the benefits, the opportunity of working with your organization? And do you make it easy for those potential team members to find you, to come to you? Let's get down to brass tacks. Let's get into specifics. Frankly, why you? Why would I work for your business as opposed to your competitors? Why would I leave this job that I know, that I'm comfortable with, even if I'm not 100% happy with it? Why would I take a risk and come and work for you? Do you know the answer to that question? If not, a great way to find out is to ask your current team, what attracted them to come and work for you? What makes them stay? And make sure you do that in a way that they can give you the honest feedback, because it may surprise you. Now, how well are you promoting those benefits? Are you just out there saying you've got a great culture, like every other business? Are you actually demonstrating through your website, through your social media, the attractiveness of working for your organization? We often think about marketing just in terms of attracting clients, but in the current economic climate, we also need to be clear that marketing is about recruitment just as much as it is about sales. So does your marketing show the benefits of joining your team, or is it all about the clients? If I do a Google search for a job in your industry, say senior accountant in Queensland, is your website going to show up? I mean, I'm going to get almost certainly all of the job boards, Seek and Indeed, but do you show up as one of the top industry providers within your sector? In other words, if I don't want to have to deal with yet another job application process, if I just want to go direct, am I going to find you through that Google search? And if not, why don't you have a page that's search engine optimized to get that message out? And when someone does come to your website through that search or through any means, maybe they found you through social media, maybe a recommendation, maybe they just drove past and went, they look like a pretty nifty, progressive accounting business, I'm going to check them out. If I come to your website, is it clear to me how I would get in touch, how I would apply for a job? Does your website scream, we're recruiting? Or again, does it just focus on the clients and park the team on an About Us page? The key rule about recruitment is that you are always recruiting, always. So your message needs to continually be out there telling top ideal team members, top talent, that you want to talk to them, that now is an opportunity to reach out. Now, depending on your capacity engine and some of those conversations, it's possible that you may not physically be able to hire somebody today. You may need to put them on the bench so that they're parked off the side, ready to get pulled into the game at the exact time that you need that next person. If that's the case, have that conversation, but get them through the door, get them into the interview, find these ideal candidates. And frankly, if you find an ideal candidate, even if you're not ready to grow, you possibly still need to bite the bullet, make that investment and get them on board, especially at this point in the economic cycle, because they may not be available in another 2 weeks' time. Is your industry profile strong enough? You're probably targeting team members similar to the ones that you're working with. So are you getting out into the industry, or have you reached a point in your career where you don't think it's necessary for you, your leadership team, to go to networking events, to do sponsorship? Again, so many business owners I talk to when I have this recruitment conversation think that all of those are about marketing for clients, and we're full. That's why we need more team members. Industry events in particular are about promoting your business to ideal team members, potential recruits. Always be recruiting. One last point, so that the recruiters that I work with don't lynch me. Sometimes the answer to how do I recruit without recruiters is you can't. You need to get a recruiter on board. And there's 2 big reasons why you might want to work with a recruiter. The first is the value of your time. We've probably all been through that process of putting an ad out onto a job website and being inundated with hundreds of websites, hundreds of resumes that we need to sort through, to process. And if you need a person in the short term, your own time and availability going through the recruitment process, especially if you're a small business without a HR team member, it may take you months to sort through that whole process. Yes, it might hurt having to spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a recruiter, but your time is worth a lot more than that in some circumstances. Get a professional in to help. And the other thing is that great recruiters, and like any industry, there are some who are not great, but great recruiters are actually networked into your industry. They know the people who might be looking. They know the people who might be ready if they get a little bit of a nudge, if they get a little bit of a push. While you're perhaps advertising and only making yourself available to those ideal team members who are actively looking, a recruiter can help people who are not actively looking to find out about the opportunity to come and work with you. And just like you want to grab ideal opportunities, team members when they come, so too great team members will jump at the opportunity to work with a great business like yours. And having a recruiter can help you get in front, sometimes, of more of those. How do you recruit without recruiters? By investing time and effort into continually recruiting. Get your message out there and make sure that your marketing is talking about recruitment as much as it's talking about clients. And be realistic. If you need support, get a professional, don't be cheap.